Elections have consequences. We are seeing that play out in real time before our eyes on the world stage. We want to talk to two lawmakers who are actually living and breathing this issue with us, Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey and Congressman Van Taylor of Texas. So good to see both of you. Thank you so much for joining us to tackle this difficult issue. Congressman Van Drew, I'll start with you. What is your take on what has transpired in Afghanistan and the steps you think need to be taken right now to staunch the bleeding?
Complete disaster. It is literally one of the worst times, worst events, most terrible things we have seen in American history. Completely botched up. The president didn't listen to even his own advisors, civilian and military. He did precisely the wrong thing the wrong way for so many reasons. Didn't have a conditional exit, didn't have any idea of what was going on the ground, literally either lied or had no sense of what was going to happen because he said it was going to be nothing like Saigon. Well, it was obviously much worse. I have asked in the past, and I'm going to ask again, it is time for this president to resign, as well as his vice president, and honestly, the Senate leader and the speaker. This is disastrous. And let me say one more thing. If he doesn't, I think this president needs a cognitive test. I want to know, did he do this purposely, or does he not know even what's going around him?
Absolutely. I mean, it seems like failure compounded on failure. Congressman Van Drew, I'll come to you because we do have this almost line in the dust that's been drawn by this administration and then conferred by the Taliban about when they're going to get everyone out by. We have, by some estimates, 40,000, by some estimates even more, people that are stranded, desperate to get out of this country. It does not appear to the layman's eye that we're going to be able to hit that deadline and ensure the security of the Americans we need to protect. What happens here if we find ourselves in a world where the Taliban feel like they've honored their argument, their agreement, and all of a sudden they just seize complete and utter control of the entire region?
Well, that's going to happen at some point, without question. I guarantee it. This is an embarrassment on the world scene. It makes America look weak. And frankly, we have been dealing with it in a weak way. The disappointment is unbelievable. And by the way, exit strategy, what should have happened is we should have gotten all the Americans out, all the Afghanis that worked with us out, and then made sure to protect our equipment, either destroy it, unfortunately, or get it out, but in no way let the Taliban have it. They've got the guns now. They've got, literally the helicopters and every other form of munitions and everything that we fear that we didn't want them to have. It's so bad.
Right.
And already there are stories coming out. The Chinese are reverse engineering already some of our equipment. So we've given our best stuff over to people that are our enemies. And I'm going to repeat again, either this president needs a cognitive test to find out whether he actually even knows what he's doing, because this is so bad, I don't know how anybody could do this, or he's purposely done something that's awful.